And are the turkeys? Do you see them? Welcome back to Our Dream in the Woods. I'm Beth.
I'm Greg. Today we're just going to do a little property tour, kind of tell you where we're standing as of now, where things are going to be in the future.
Let's get started.
Let's get started. Okay, this is the entrance to the driveway. I took some reference photos last fall, what it looks like. They're not perfect because of course we didn't know exactly where the driveway was going to go in, but this is kind of how it looks now. Got some plans for that cut bank in the future, and then the road coming up also needs some gravel, and hopefully the gravel will come up this road to the edge of the driveway this fall yet. So exciting to get some gravel on that road.
This part of our road is called the Shady Way. I grew up at the end of the main road. As kids, we would always call this the Shady Way, and we always wanted to take it as a shortcut home. And so even my sisters and I would be like, Shady Way, because it was just a fun little drive. And the road, you can't tell, but it actually now has power and gas buried underneath it. To me, it will always be called the Shady Way.
So that Shady Way road kind of goes right through here, bisects our new driveway. So power and gas buried here, and then we'll have to start here following the main road, our new driveway down, buried to the right depth. So might have one little problem up here at the crest of the driveway here. We'll show you. So this could be a potential problem with bringing the power and the gas up the driveway here, is we hit solid granite bedrock here at the crest of the driveway. Basically anywhere that has a knob or a ridge, so there's kind of a knob right here and some granite boulders, and then across here there's another big rocky granite knob on that side too. So it may require us to run a jackhammer and actually jackhammer a trench. We won't know until we get down there and start digging. So this is the proposed spot for the water system holding tank. Is right over my shoulder here, and the well that we're going to be taking the water off of is about maybe 50 feet past what you can see here. So it's awful thick in there, but we'll get all that cleaned out. Have to make some kind of a little pump house in there, bury some lines, get power back up to this area, and then put the holding tank right in this area. This is one of the reference trees that I took some photos before we started. This is another one of the reference trees that I marked and took some photos of. This is also one of the surveyed trees for the property. So driveway coming in right here, and then down the driveway to the building site here. Kind of seems like this deck of logs might be in the way for us to do some measurements off this trees, but I wasn't thinking about that. So the driveway path would kind of hug this side over here. That big tree there is coming out, and then kind of through that far deck of logs, and then I would turn about there into the garage. So here we're at the opening to the main build site. In the future, the house will go in the main opening there. The barn is going to go behind that, and the driveway off to the left here, kind of hugging the slope of this little knob that comes down. Unfortunately, the big tree is going to have to come out. We've thought long and hard about that, debated that, kind of become attached to that tree. But we have big plans for that tree in the future. It's going to be special. I'm going to save the whole thing, and we'll know right where it's at when it's all said and done.
There may have been tears shed about that tree.
There could have been, yeah. Off to the left, there's a nice little opening here, and we're thinking that that might be a good spot for a flower garden. Everything's got to be fenced if you're going to try to grow anything. The deer are so thick here that you try to grow anything, it's going to be eaten. So we'll make it cute and nice and classy.
Sitting areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes. It's kind of going to be my space.
Proposed area for the little flower garden. Nice little natural opening. Should get some sunlight. Did a lot of cleaning in there. It turned out nice. Imagine big, beautiful house. Not big, normal size house with a big barn behind it. That's the vision. So roughly right here is the orientation of the front house. Start someplace in this and go over a little ways that way and a little ways that way. So, and then back. So southern facing. Okay. So then the start of the barn, about like this, 42 feet wide, 60 feet that way. So house in between. There'll be quite a few of these trees behind us that have to come down. So actually more of the mountain view will be opened up once we take some of these trees down. So this is another one of the reference trees that I marked last fall. It's just kind of in the northeast section of the property. And I haven't really done a whole lot over here. Might be a little more open than it was before because the building site's kind of over my shoulder here. But it's kind of thick, nice timber. So I just found this stump, just making this video. My guess is that this is a really old cedar tree that's probably been here, I don't know, with the lichens and moss that's growing on it, 100 years, something like that. So I see something like this and I think we need to incorporate this someplace in our yard. So I'm excited that that's an exciting find for me, how to figure out how to get it out of here without damaging all the moss and everything. But it is still super solid. Almost feels petrified. It's awesome. There's another one of those reference trees I took some pictures next to. Here we're basically looking to the west. There was some cleaning in there. I don't know, we got really good light so it looks more open than it is, but through there you can see the opening to the build site. Just really nice, pretty stuff here. Did some cleaning in this section last winter, and then kind of drops off here. Alright, this is the last of the reference trees that I'm showing you, so kind of hard to tell, but we took a lot of debris out of this section here. There's Beth there. She's standing on the shady way. Out there to the opening is the main road coming in. And here just more nice thick timber. Typical mix on this property: Doug fir, lodgepole pine, some ponderosa, some grand fir, birch, few spruce, larch, and I even saw hemlock the other day, and a few cedars. So just walking through, once you start getting your eye looking for these things, another one of these cool old stumps. I think we need to try to get that one too. I can envision a little pot in the center of that with some greenery running out of the top. Pretty cool. I don't know what you guys think, but when I see something like that, I think it's awesome. Just the history and the age and patina story that tree has to say. Pretty cool. Question for the viewers here: is this something that you would just leave as is and just know it's here, come back and visit it every once in a while, or would you try to move it and incorporate it into your yard? Leave a comment below. Be curious to see what everyone thinks. Maybe you think it's just firewood and you just push it over and be done with it. I don't know. Let me know. This is Another one of the reference trees that was in the sun earlier. Just adjacent to everything that's been opened up. Also, this tree has been surveyed in, so this will be one of the ones that we measure off of. And just that little spike right there, and that's the reference point. Hopefully we'll be able to match that up with some photos from last fall. So this is another spot where there was a reference tree that I took some photos of last fall. So the main building site, we're basically looking to the east here. There was a little access road that came through here, kind of where the old Chevy is sitting, to get to the back of the property. So, just another view of what it's going to look like back here. I hope that gave you an overview of what the property is, where we want to put things, and just kind of a feel for the property itself.
Yeah, that's our 5 acres, and you will see sometimes maybe some of our neighbors or hear them, and I always wish that we couldn't see or hear neighbors, but Greg reminds me that we have 5 acres, not 20.
And if we had 20 acres, I'd have to remind her that we don't have 100 acres, so.
Probably.
Beth's priority definitely is privacy, no neighbors, and we're going to try to maximize that to where how we orient things, how we block things, and where we placed our house was a direct results of that. Where we're placing the house is the best spot anyway, but it kind of maximizes our privacy at that. So.
Yeah, but we are very lucky to have this piece of property, and we hope that you enjoyed the tour and got a sense and a feel of what we have, and we hope that you will like and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.